Hey everyone, we're going to do a quick review on the SEVR broadhead and field point target. I got the large, a blemished version, so I wanted to let you guys see what the blemished looks like. You know, is it worth it or not? It is 40 bucks cheaper than the new version, but a quick few highlights here is it is a target that they offer free shipping, and I had no tax for me, so I got it for $160. I wanted to mention that. Also, it is a pretty wide target. You'll see the size here in a moment compared to an 18-inch block. And as far as when I was researching targets, I thought from a value standpoint, especially with the blemished, that I couldn't find a better foam block for the size I wanted, for the features I wanted. So take a look at this target. I actually haven't shot it just yet, so I'm going to show some videos of that too. But after researching it enough, I'm confident that this will be a great target. So we'll do a follow-up longevity video down the road, but I just wanted to put this on your radar. And yeah, so let's take a look at the blemished and what that looks like. Here she lays. Okay, so here's a quick look at the SEVR HD target. That is a block, 18-inch on the bottom. Now those are good targets. Just a quick note on the blocks, they're 80 bucks roughly. And a decent place to actually order them is Amazon. They have free shipping, and if you find them on their warehouse, I've seen them in the $50 range. So I wanted to mention that on the blocks, but they do not last that long. So I really do like the Block Classic actually, and I think it's worth looking at if your budget is under 100. So back to the SEVR, I did get a blemished, and I wanted to show you all what that looks like. So the first thing is, I have some paint peeling right here, nothing terrible. I do have a little bit of foam coming off there. On the side, it's just a paint issue that I'm seeing. The back looks pretty good. More paint around the handle. There is actually a little bit of foam missing. So that's what you're seeing. I did email SEVR just to see if that was all normal, and they said it was within spec and that it should have a long life as well. So that's a blemished SEVR, $40 cheaper. So $160 with shipping, no tax. I do think this is a great value. As you can see, it's quite a bit wider than the block, and it does give you a lot of shooting spots. So here on the front, you've got your big center target for corner targets. A lot of good options there. Even the top has 2 targets. They've got an arrow puller that they include. The side has a nice target. I like the size of these dots. They're nice and fine. The Block Classic, the dots are actually a little bit too big in my opinion. The back has a cool looking grid for using golf tees. So what you can do is basically stack these where you want and have a very fine aiming point. It's similar to what I do with duct tape, having that fine aiming point over the top of it, but this is just basically a better way to do that from what I'm thinking. Not totally sure, we'll see if we like it or not, but I wanted to show you that feature. Then again, another side target. So back to the dots, so you can see like the block has kind of bigger dots. I like the size of this. Something to consider when you're shooting is using smaller dots. I'll actually use sticky orange targets and put it on my block, and that'll give you a good smaller aiming point, especially if you're just fine-tuning at 20 or 30. I like the smaller dots. So yeah, this is an initial look at the SEVR. It's a target that I have not shot yet, so I wanted to show you guys what it looks like before. That way you get a good view of a blemished model. To me, I thought it was a great value. You know, just the shipping included. A lot of targets I'm seeing that they add extra for shipping. This is a big, heavy target, and so you're going to see the specs below. I believe it's 21 inches wide, but there is a large, a large surface area for a foam target, and I'm really excited to test this from a, they have this new foam that I'm, pulling arrows out of. I've used a Reinhardt block 18-in-1. And it was pretty difficult to pull from. So I'm sure you've all experienced that with the Reinhardts. They're amazing targets, but they're a little bit hard to pull out of. So we'll give this a go. Okay, so I got the new SEVR 1.5 inch mechanicals. We're gonna give them a shot. They're in practice mode. And I need to clean these arrows too. That's from shooting in the tape. So I thought it'd be fitting for the first shot with the new SEVR target and broadheads to just give it a go at 60. So I just shot a okay group with field points, and we're gonna see how it goes. So here we go. Let's see what you got, SEVR. So not a great group at 60, but it was all right. It's fun to shoot it. And you can see that was the SEVR. It's a little bit bigger hole in the entrance. The others were field points. So yeah, I really got low on that other one. But you know what? I'm just testing out the target. And so let's see how these are to pull out. Okay, so decently hard to pull out with one hand holding a phone. So let's try on the ground. Not too bad. Hands are sweaty. So the field points, I had to use 2 hands. So my hands are sweaty. The mechanical just started coming. So I wanted to show you this. Real easy. One thing to make note of is you are gonna have a little bit more destruction. Well, I'm impressed. So that's a fun target, and more to come. Just enjoying testing it out.